Hello, this is Tom from the Organic Learning Farm. It's Sunday, May 23rd. I think it's 23rd or 22nd of 2020, and this will be my first attempt. Actually, today it's my fourth attempt. I had the goats out, and they were distracting me, so I was getting up every 20 seconds or so to manage the situation. So now they're in, and I can actually directly speak to you. I've been wanting to do this for a while, actually. That is to do a personal video. And the thing is that I'm not an expert at video, and I'm not always feeling that comfortable being in front of a camera. But I didn't dress up. This is my office and my gear for working out in the field, basically. So anyhow, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm an expat American. I've been living in Southeast Asia for over 20 years. I was a good period of time in Thailand before I came here. And in Thailand, my idea was to start a farm that would somehow have community impact. And I guess I've always just really wanted to be a farmer for as long as I remember. When I was a kid, I was in animals and raised a lot of different kinds of animals. When I was in Thailand, I had a small zoo at my house. So here, this is a farm that the concept revolves around sustainability, basically. And I've been here for 3 years. It'll be 3 years in June. And I have another 2 years on the lease. And I feel confident that the landlord will renew for at least another 3. So the idea is to get an education center going here for the local Breakoi village. I live in Breakoi, which is about 15 kilometers outside the city, just past Macro off Highway 6. And it's been a long journey. My journey started here in Cambodia. I did some volunteering work at an NGO, and also did actually 2 different NGOs I worked with, and set up farming systems for both of them, and found out that autonomy, I guess the word is really the best way to go. You don't live under somebody else's rules and policies, and which are usually geared toward geared toward sponsors and donors. So they actually decide the course of the way things are, and I didn't really want to be involved so much with that. As a matter of fact, at the last school I was at, I had set up a duck farm, for example, and the sponsors decided at one point they didn't want to have a farm, so I had to find a place for me and my ducks in a 2-week period of time, and I did. So those are the kinds of things that happen when you're working with somebody else and under somebody else's rules, regulations, and on somebody else's platform. So here at the Organic Learning Farm, like I said, I've been here for about 3 years, 3 years next month, actually, in June to be exact. And I have another 2 years left on the lease, and the place has really come a long way. Initially, I solicited support from outside the area, and I did get a little bit of money that helped me out with paint, and some people came in at some critical times and fed my ducks, because it's really been touch and go. There's a lot of expenses, of course, that come with running a farm, and really, I put every dollar I pull in that goes right into the farm. So the intent is to keep this thing going and to create a school, an education center that will teach the local people, I say children, but young adults, and this place will be open when it's open to the public, to anybody who wants to come by. So the idea is to allow for participation from the students, and to be really teaching and imparting information about farming, which is indigenous to the country. I mean, this farming is what they grow up with. But there's a lot of information out there on the internet, and basically what I'm trying to do is be a conduit for that information. So my intent is really trying to teach the local people how to farm. They've been doing it a lot longer than I have, but it's to bring information to the table that they may not have been aware of because of their lack of education, etc. So the idea is to bring the kids in and to get them involved in fun projects, things that they'll find engaging. So English isn't the primary focus or intent of what the education center will be, but the primary focus will be farming systems. So we'll have a curriculum that's talking about everything from soil to sun, and in terms that in ways that they'll understand it, in terms that they'll understand it. So the idea is to bring in a local teacher, and there are several people here in the village. I want to keep everything within the village. This will not be any kind of NGO. This is a private type of situation. I will manage it, and all it really is to support this village that I'm living in, and that's it, really. So that's my intent, my objective for the Organic Learning Farm. I'm about 75% of the way there, the way I see it. The systems, yeah, they always require fix-up, repair, work. That's just the way a farm is anyway. So, but I've got goats here, I've got rabbits, I've got ducks, did have chickens, crickets, soon to have quail. We've started off a microgreen division with the support of somebody from outside the country who has been a real champ. I guess I can mention his name. Peter Terry has really been a real champ in his support of the farm with the microgreens. We have raised beds and more to come, and the idea is to get this thing running to where there's participation from the students. The students will get compensated, and not just with the education and the facility, but also in compensation with produce and meats from the farm. So that is the idea, is to really make it kind of a co-op situation. The other day we gave away, I had a couple people come in from the city, some nice people, Marcello, Lulu, his girlfriend, and Victor Bautista, who came up and wore a chef's hat, and I had butchered a few ducks about 4 days prior, and we had chicken, not ducks. I had butchered chicken, and we had some great chicken and some great times up here. And that is the idea, is to allow for you or anybody who might be watching this the opportunity to come on up, get involved. We're just about there. What I need now is I need to be moving the finances around. There's not a lot to go around, but I need to get the education center going, so I need desks, I need a whiteboard, chairs like that, and basically I need to be able to afford probably $80 to $110, $120 a month for a teacher to come in on a part-time basis. I think I could probably do it for maybe $75, $80 a month, because it'd only be 3 days a week initially, 2 weekdays and 1 weekend. And we'll see how that goes, and we'll work from there. But that is really one of the next steps, besides the fact that I need to get everything square for before the rainy season. So I'm buttoning down different areas, repairing some areas. The rabbit area has got to be repaired. The goat area is being repaired. The fence, the walls for the duck area, all these things wear out, and when you have goats especially, they're very rough on the environment. So anyhow, I wanted to keep this relatively short. I'm already going over. So I just wanted to introduce myself to you, and hope to be doing some more videos in the near future. Thanks for watching. I have a website. It's theorganiclearningfarm.com. Also, there's a Facebook page, The Organic Learning Farm, and this video will go on there. I also have a YouTube channel, The Organic Learning Farm. So all these things are still in process, but if you can go on to YouTube and like it and make a comment, that's important for the YouTube algorithms, etc., which I haven't really moved toward just yet. But please, if you would, remember to like, and on the Organic Learning Farm you can subscribe, and I'll try to bring fun content and invite you up sometime for a barbecue, okay? Wishing everybody a fantastic Sunday night. And this is Tom from the Organic Learning Farm saying goodbye for now.